Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to the House of European Football here in Lyon for the 2025-26 UEFA Champions League round of 16 draw. We're rapidly approaching the business end of the season, and today we're going to map out the route all the way to the final with every single one of the remaining teams dreaming of European glory and the chance to lift that beautiful trophy. Well, 8 clubs were already safely through to this stage following the league phase. 8 more qualified via the playoffs, of course, with plenty of twists and turns, spectacular goals and thrilling finales. Now that we have our breath back following this week's electric action, let's see which teams have secured their spots in the last 16. All right, exciting stuff. Those are the teams who still harbor hopes of making it to Budapest on the 30th of May. The question is, what is their path until the final? We're about to find out, but first we need the man who is going to conduct proceedings. That is, of course, UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti. Welcome, Giorgio.
Thank you, Pedro.
Great to see you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is hard for all of us to believe that we are already looking ahead to the decisive stages of the 2025-26 UEFA Champions League with so much drama packed into just a few short months. That excitement continued as 8 playoff ties concluded this week, providing no fewer than 64 goals as teams battled to secure their place in the round of 16. Bodo Glimt's incredible adventure continues, eliminating last season's finalist Inter to become the first Norwegian team to win a UEFA Champions League knockout tie. But Atalanta's last-minute comeback against Dortmund ensures that Italy at least is represented in the round of 16 for a 23rd consecutive season. Such emotions promise to make the journey ahead in the coming months even bumpier, with 29 matches to go before we crown this season's champions in beautiful Budapest on the 30th of May. On behalf of UEFA, good luck to all the 16 remaining clubs waiting to discover their pathway to the final. Plan step by step, but dream big, as the iconic trophy with the years is already in sight at the end of the line. And now, to help us paint that picture, we have a legend who knows exactly how it feels to go all the way in the UEFA Champions League.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Ivan Rakitic. Welcome, Ivan.
Hi, Ivan. Hi, welcome.
Fantastic to have you here. Before you get to work with Georgia, I have a couple of questions for you. You're reunited with the trophy, right? When you have a look at this beautiful piece of silverware, what memories come to mind?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I think just to see it again there, I want to be there to fight for the trophy again. So it's really, I feel really happy, really proud of it. It was amazing, all this fight we had on the pitch, and to see it again there. So wishing really to everybody good luck, and the best emotion is to get it in your hands.
You know, you haven't retired that long ago and you're still in amazing shape. I'm sure you could get out there if you wanted to, but you didn't get a chance to play in the new format, right? So how have you followed that? What do you think it brings to European competition?
I really, first of all, want to congratulate, because it's really amazing. I think all this emotion we can feel also between the players. It's really amazing. I think also the last games we had was, you just were in front of the TV and enjoying. Yeah. This is unbelievable, and I think it's a winning part for all of us now as a fan, enjoying a lot, and really it's really amazing, and congratulate again.
It's great to have you here today, but of course you know UEFA headquarters quite well because you come here a few times. You're an ambassador for the UEFA Foundation for Children, helping out there. How important is it for you to give back? And tell me about some of the work that you would like to develop and evolve alongside with the UEFA Foundation and the UEFA president as well.
No, first of all, it's really amazing to be part of this family. I'm also father of two amazing two daughters. I know how important it is to see the kids happy, to enjoy, and even if we now can do something to see these kids happy, to enjoy, I know that Tanya and Karin, they are doing an amazing job, and hopefully in the future to travel with them, just to see these kids happy. This is the best part. Hopefully I will have the opportunity to play football with them, to enjoy together, and this is really just amazing. I'm so proud to be part of this family.
Yeah, great work from the foundation around the world, and you're a great signing for them as well, Ivan. We're nearly ready to commence the draw, but before we do, a couple of important notes to pass along. The calendar for the round of 16 matches will be available later tonight, with a quarterfinals match scheduled to be communicated in principle later on the 19th of March after the completion of the round of 16. The semi-finals schedule will be confirmed on April 16th, following the quarterfinal second leg. So that's it as far as the calendar is concerned. Before handing over to Giorgio and Ivan, here's a little video explaining how today's draw will work.
The fixtures for the round of 16 and onwards are determined using a seeded bracket system that already started at the knockout phase playoff round. In the round of 16 draw, the teams finishing the league phase in positions 1 to 8 who qualified directly to this round will be drawn into the bracket against the winners of the knockout phase playoff matches. The draw will be conducted in accordance with the following principles. The teams directly qualified to the round of 16 are seeded and are paired according to their league phase rankings. So the teams in positions 1 and 2 are paired, teams in positions 3 and 4, and so on. The teams from each pairing are then drawn into one of the two pre-assigned positions in the bracket, one on the silver side, one on the blue side, against the relevant winner of the corresponding knockout phase playoff match. In principle, the seeded clubs play the return leg matches at home. To determine the matches, 4 bowls are prepared for the draw. with the balls containing the names of each pair of the seeded teams placed in the corresponding marked bowls. Starting with the pairing of teams from positions 7 and 8 of the league phase, one ball is drawn to reveal the team. This first team drawn is allocated to the reserved spot on the silver side of the bracket. The other ball is then drawn, and that team is allocated in the corresponding reserved spot on the blue side. The same procedure is carried out with the remaining teams to complete the pairings for the round of 16. From the quarterfinals through to the final, the ties as well as the order of the matches is determined also by the bracket. Therefore, having been positioned in the bracket by the draw of the knockout phase playoff and round of 16, the teams qualifying from the round of 16 follow the path of the bracket until the final, and, as in the previous rounds for the quarterfinals and semi-finals, the teams indicated, i.e. those in the bottom row of each match pairing, will play the second leg of the relevant tie at home. The finalist on the silver side of the bracket is designated as the nominal home team for the final. After the draw, if it becomes apparent that any ties are affected by city or stadium clashes, these clashes will be resolved in accordance with the principles set by the Club Competitions Committee for city and stadium clashes. The round of 16 match schedule will be available tonight.
So that was the explanation, and in front of me you now can see the balls containing the pairs of seeded teams as mentioned in the video. The first team drawn from each pair will join the silver part of the bracket to the left, while the second will be paired with the opponent waiting in the blue section on the right. And now that everything is almost ready, before we begin, a final reminder of the clubs which are going to be drawn. Obviously, there are pairs, and the first pair is in position 1 and 2, Arsenal and Bayern. Then we have Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur. We continue with FC Barcelona and Chelsea, and we finish with Sporting Club and Manchester City. Ivan, everything has been said, everything is ready. Now it's your turn. Please start with the ball of position 7 and 8, a shuffle, and first team drawn to join the silver side. We're going to draw now Sporting and Manchester City, so don't worry, don't worry. Take your time.
The cream.
The cream on the hands.
Yeah.
If you want help, I'm here. So, here we go. Don't worry, it will be easy.
Manchester City.
So Manchester City is going to join Real Madrid on the silver side for what has become now a European Classico. 8 previous ties, including in the league phase of this season. And that's the first great challenge that we're going to have in this round of 16. Now you draw, please, the second team of this pair, which is...
Sporting Club.
Which is, of course, Sporting Club de Portugal, and Sporting Club de Portugal will visit the great outsider of the season, Bodo Glimt. Never these two teams have played in a European competition, so it's a premiere. With this first two ties already drawn, now we can continue, and we draw now positions 5 and 6, which were taken in the league phase by FC Barcelona and Chelsea FC. And the first team is joining, of course, the silver part.
Chelsea.
So Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea in this side of the bracket. They played 4 times in the past, but the last time in the Champions League was round of 16, 15, 16. So we are ready to see also the second name. And this time it is...
FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona, that you know very well, Ivan. 3 previous ties with Newcastle for Barcelona, 5-time winners, and the winners of 14 UEFA titles between Champions League, Super Cup, and Cup Winners' Cup. Now we've done 50% of the draw. I kindly ask you to come to this side, because now we go with the positions 3 and 4, Liverpool or Tottenham Hotspur.
Liverpool.
So the first one is Liverpool, and this means that Liverpool will have to face the opposition of Galatasaray. They met already this season, and for Liverpool it was tough in Istanbul. Now let's see what will happen in this tie in the round of 16. The second name of an English pair is going now to the blue side.
Tottenham Hotspur.
And this is Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid. These two teams have faced themselves only once in history, and that was the Cup Winners' Cup of 1963. So it's an interesting remake of a very old final. And with Atletico Tottenham, now we are ready to learn the last two pairings, and we have to draw the two best teams of the league phase, which were Arsenal and Bayern.
Bayern München.
So Bayern goes to the silver, and in the silver they will face Atalanta. They never faced in the past. So for Bayern, which are in their 18th successive season in knockout, it will be a clash with Atalanta. Only one to go.
Arsenal.
And Arsenal, finally, same ties as last year. Sorry, as we had in 2001 and 2002 for Arsenal playing against Leverkusen. So this concludes our draw. And now that the bracket is composed, all the potential fixtures are known. Let me just remind you that the teams qualifying from the round of 16 follow this path all the way until the final. And of course, as we know, the team in the bottom row of each pairing will play the second leg at home. With this, all has been done and said. Pedro, the floor is back to you.
Yeah, gentlemen, well done. Let's have a look at the lineup, shall we? It's a star-studded lineup. You wouldn't expect anything else from the world's top club competition. Paris Saint-Germain taking on Chelsea, Galatasaray facing Liverpool. It's Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and Atalanta facing Bayern Munich. That's on one side of the bracket, the silver side. On the blue side, we've got Newcastle taking on Barcelona, Atleti battling Tottenham, Bodo Glimt taking on Sporting, and Bayer Leverkusen facing Arsenal. As Giorgio mentioned, we now have really the full picture now all the way to the final in Budapest, so we're looking forward to that. Before we sign off, it's time to mark your calendars, of course. The round of 16 first legs to be played on the 10th and 11th of March, with the return leg scheduled 1 week later on the 17th and 18th of March. That'll do it from all of us here at the House of European Football. Fantastic to have Ivan here. Well done as always, Giorgio. It's a special day because it's the last draw of the UEFA Champions League season, also because it's Giorgio's birthday. So I'm sorry to embarrass you, but I think he deserves a round of applause. I think it's 49, right? Right, Giorgio?
Less.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Fantastic to see everyone here in Lyon today. Enjoy the rest of the season. See you again soon.
Thank you.